All right, so yesterday here in the UK, we had a restock of the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes for the Destined rivals. You guys in America also had a restock. Apparently, you guys got Prismatic Evolutions. I'm not sure how many restocks you guys had out of the ETBs so far, the Pokemon Center special ones I am referring to. Because I believe here we've had 2 restocks. We had 1 restock and then a couple of weeks later we had like another restock, which was kind of insane. But this is the first, in quotations, restock of Destined rivals. But I wouldn't say it was a reprint. I would say it was a restock based off cancellations, the release of Destined rivals. Like I said, you put in your pre-orders. Some people might just not have a card that doesn't have any money on it. Some people might forget about it and just realize, oh no, I didn't put money on my card, and unfortunately they're not able to get their Elite Trainer box in time because obviously they didn't have the money at the time. Majority of these were most likely cancellations from, you know, the Pokemon release. Yeah, it was quite a, I would say it's quite a small one because I believe when it dropped like for less than an hour, and then I think those Elite Trainer boxes did go out of stock, but they also released the booster box version of these, and I believe there was some blister packs. No. Was it blister packs or was it some? I think it was like a. I think normally it would show down here. I'm on the wrong place, but I think there was booster boxes for these, and then there was I think it was like the building battles or something. I'm not really sure. I think it was building battles. But we didn't. That was all that restocked here in the UK, but like I said, in America, you guys had Prismatic Evolutions, which is great, and like this. The reason why I'm making this video is to try and like understand to people that are like paying a lot of money for these Elite Trainer boxes at the moment. Like some of these are like, I mean, I'll put my hands up in the air. I sold 4 of my Destined rivals for £600, £150 each a box, and they just did a restock. Literally, how many? Not even a month later, because I believe the release date for. If you just go back for a second, the release date for this was, I believe, the end. Does it mention here? Oh, okay, it didn't mention here, but I believe it was. So on the 25th, it was 24th of May, so it's not even been a month and we had a restock. So people paid a lot of money for these already up front. And considering we just had a restock, like, people need to calm down, okay? Calm down. If you're trying to invest, I get it. If you are investing in the long term, not short term, this will, like, trigger your head annoyingly if you pay this amount for this and then they do a restock and they drop like 30, 40, 50 quid. It's not really nice to feel that kind of way. It's like, it's a gut wrenching like punch to the stomach kind of thing. Like, oh, I should just wait, if you know what I mean. And then it kind of puts people off, and then people are like, yeah, I'm not interested, and then they just start, you know, selling off everything and just moving on to the next thing. But like I said, like we've seen this regular occurrence now. But to be fair, I will say this though, we haven't had a Journey to Go restock, and that is one item we have not had a restock yet, and that is a little surprising considering that's probably one of the cheapest Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes of the year so far. I believe you can get these for like £90 here in the UK. I'm not sure about America, but we still haven't had a restock of these yet, and I only got 2 of these. I'm due another restock. I will say this though, I'm really not sure about any of these other sets. Like I said, these are quite old now at the moment. We did have a massive Twilight Masquerade last year, or not last year, sorry, it was like early this year. I believe it was like January, February, March, I believe it was, because I believe it was around the EUIC. We had a massive restock of ETBs in the London Expo, and I did attend that. So yeah, they had Twilight Masquerade, they had Temporal Forces, they had the Iron Leaves versions, they also had Paldean Fates. I don't think they had any Obsidian Flames. They had 0 Surgeon Spark, but I believe they also had Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance here. That is not Astral Radiance, that is Lost Origin, but they had Astral Radiance. I'm not even sure where it is. But yeah, none of the older ones, they didn't have Paldea, or they didn't have any of these ones. Oh, they also had Stellar Crown. Okay, they did have Stellar Crown, Brilliant Stars. No Soul Tempest. I don't think there was. Like I said, guys, just wait. Like, if you're trying to collect, like, not booster boxes, like, it'll also go for booster boxes. Just wait, man. Like, we've seen this trend now. We should realize that we don't need to be buying stuff on the resale market. I know how much people, like, you know, want to get in their hands and look at the shiny cardboard and the shiny sleeve and whatever it is. At the end of the day, it's just gonna be put either on a shelf or in a box somewhere. You gotta forget about it. Just wait until, you know, Pokemon Center, you know, does these restocks. And I will say it is difficult because for people that are like, you know, actually like working, there's a typical trend that I've seen whenever these restocks happen. They kind of happen between like 5 and 6. So 5 to 7. I believe 7 p.m. was like one of them, but like between 5 and 7 is normally when Pokemon do their restock. And you know, they're trying to help the 9 to 5s by doing that. And a lot of the time when the queue goes live, they don't actually automatically put the stock up immediately. Sometimes it's like a delay for like an hour perhaps, maybe even 30 minutes. Although to be fair, Destined Rivals was pretty much immediate, which is kind of annoying. I was able to get through the first time, but I thought it was for black and white flare before I didn't realize the notification. That's another cool tip. Get notifications like on Twitter. There's like a UK Pokemon like checker or an account on Twitter that you know, pings certain items. Like it's really good to like follow these accounts and keep notifications on so that you're able to be updated for when this kind of stuff actually happens, because it really does help out a lot of people. I might make a video on like how to purchase elite trade boxes on the Pokemon website and like your best chance at like manual copying. So yeah, I will definitely do a video on that, because it's definitely gonna be something very helpful, especially for when the Mega Evolution new era or new series begins, which I believe it will be. I believe they're going to drop them on July 10th. We don't know. It just says more information, July 10th. We don't know exactly when they're going to be dropping the pre-orders. I believe the official like images for the Elite Trainer boxes do come out on July 10th. Normally when they release that kind of stuff, it tends to drop on the Pokemon Center that same day. So they normally wait for the articles to post their pictures out. Buggy Beach normally does help. So, and yeah, that's about it, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, a lot of stuff did restart, and we also had like booster boxes, like I said, for Destined Rivals. Those are definitely decent. Like I said, we're still waiting on joining together, and I believe we'll probably get like another restock of White Flare and Black Bolt. To be fair, they did say that the whatchamacallit, they're very like little allocated, like especially these two, because we're in that particular month period where they've been focusing on, you know, certain prints, because it takes like ages for this stuff to print, because they gotta print billions of cards. Remember this, hundreds of millions of cards for each set, honestly. But like it takes like I would say like they have to do this like way behind time, way ahead of time, not behind time, ahead of time. This would have been reprinting, like printer and then print machines, probably like maybe April, not in April, probably like January. I would say they're probably working on like the next 3 sets right now. Probably working on the 30th anniversary as we speak right now. So yeah, that's kind of scary to think about. But yeah, they might be printing them right now. So yeah, that's kind of funny. I will say this though, this is a bit of a rant. I really wish I had these style ones. I really wish they bring these ones out again. Bring these ones out, they'd be so nice. And then obviously Paldea Evolve, I'll be lovely happy with those, and also the Obsidian Flames. Just drop everything. Okay, Pokemon, drop everything. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. But yeah, let me go. Guys, let me know, did you manage to cop anything from either the US or UK yesterday? Prismatic did drop in the US, and Destined Rivals dropped in the UK. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Bye.